kind of look at this whole piece, how it really affects us from a mental health perspective is many of us begin to experience vicarious trauma or secondary trauma. And I know on our last show that I was with you on, Dr. Walker, we talked a little bit about the secondary vicarious trauma. Vicarious trauma and that racial trauma is real, and that's how it's affecting us in the Black community.
You know, and I'm glad you brought up the vicarious trauma, because I had it in my notes to ask you about that. Obviously to explain it, and then to ask you, does it apply in this case as well? And I think you would agree to that, right?
Absolutely it does, because again, whether we witness that event, whether it's microaggressions that happen to us each and every day when we are in the parking lot and a white person in the car sees a Black person and locks their door, the white woman crosses the street and clutches her purse, the person who says, "Oh, Dr. K, you speak so proper to be a Black woman," the person who wants to pet my hair to say, "Oh, it's so pretty." All those are microaggressions that plays into the racial discrimination, again, the microaggressions that we experience each and every day. So it just seems like every day something is layered on top of another. You know, when Dr. Ramsey was talking about, going for a run and his shirt said "Be True," we're tired. As a Black community, we are tired, because think about how much thought we have to put into it, that I'm about to go for a run. So I want to be mindful of what I put on. Like the other day I was going for a run and I put on all Black, and then I thought, as a Black woman, should I put on all Black to go run in the neighborhood? Why should I even have to be a thought? So instead I put on hot pink yoga pants and a hot pink shirt and try to smile when I was running, like thinking that would disarm somebody who's coming down the street because I'm Black in a neighborhood running. Because again, pre-COVID, we've been having mental health issues, but the thing in the Black community, we don't want to acknowledge it. We don't want to admit it. I know we have, Pastor Stevenson on here, Bishop Alston. Oftentimes people want to say, I'm going to go pray it out. I'm going to sit at the altar until the demons come out. I'm going to put some oil on you until things get better. We're going to pray for all the demons to come out of you. And that's how we want to address mental health.
Right.
But mental health is real. Mental health should be viewed just like physical health is.
I'm a stats guy, and I love statistics, but I also, I'm a historian. So every time I can fathom, like when you reference the AG explaining the law, what he considered the law, the manner in which he was explaining it to the layman's person, it sounds so sophisticated. Therefore, you asked the question and the other panelists were able to break it down and assimilate it so simply, so we sort of got it. Yeah, that means that the law is okay for certain people and not for others. Let's be transparent. Black people, white people, that's it. There's no in between. So I want to answer your question specifically because I've always thought about this each and every time something of that magnitude happens. I always ask my friends, first of all, when they say, why are you angry? I would say, why aren't you angry? Because I want to know why aren't you angry with me? Because here's the position. Could we reverse the characters? Let's reverse the characters. Let's go on. Let's try to reverse the characters and see how the outcome would be. White AG explaining to white America an incident that occurred to a white person in similar circumstance.
Bingo.
Sorry, folks, it's not the same outcome. And we all know that. Yeah. So when we go back in history and we look at the statistics, something is wrong, and we keep going back to the same thing. Recidivism rate of going back and discussing. Let's go back and talk about it. We're talking, with all due respect, we're talking too much. We need to start having some actions.